Difficult, haphazard, confused. This is the opinion of PhD students on the Common University's Entrance Test, CUET. Hello, I am Harsha Tallapragada and you are watching Straight Up by edX Live. Students raise concerns about CUET for PhD exam. Before we understand what could be the reason, let's look at the exam details. CUET-PhD is to seek admission into central universities for PhD studies. The exam was held between October 26th and 31st of 2023. Results were announced on November 24th. Out of 51,000 who applied, 36,000 have appeared for the exam. Only 4 universities have signed up for CUET-PhD 2024. Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi University, Banaras Hindu University, Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University. Students say that only 4 universities participating defeats the main purpose of having a centralized test. Speaking on this, a Jamia Millia Islamia student who appeared for this year's CUET PhD exam, Sanam Hussain, joins us.
One thing that that strikes our mind when we think of CUET for PhD is that when we already have one centralized exam, which is NET JRF, then we have GATE exam, which actually lets, if a student is NET GATE qualified, that person is also eligible for PhD. And we have another CSIR NET exam. When we already have these centralized national level exams, then why are we conducting another CUET exam for 4 universities? Doesn't really make sense.
The student also alleged that CUET is a complicated admission process and has a high fee structure. Listen to what she has to say.
This is supposed to be a centralized exam, so ideally if there are 4 universities which have opted for CUET, the entire process of getting admission should be very streamlined, but that is not the case. After the scores got out, there is a lot of confusion. Like JNU is doing their thing, DU something else is happening, the BHU University has a different criteria. So students are also very clueless. Where do we have to submit the proposal? What would be the interview dates, what criteria is followed by whom? So it's all very haphazard. It's not really systematic.
Another student, on the condition of anonymity, shared that after paying the application fee for the test, individual universities like DU and JNU release their candidate lists separately and ask for another registration fee. The student said, and I quote, "Even if you do not know if you have cleared the exam or not, you have to take the chance and pay another fee," unquote. What can be the best solution to these alleged complications and confusions? Sanam Hussain speaks.
I felt that there is a lot of gap between how the test is conducting to what is actually how it was happening earlier by the universities, and I personally feel that the autonomy of conducting these tests should be given back to the universities so that they can also decide their own criteria. But PhD is a very it's the highest level of study, so it's a specialized work.
Lastly, Sanam highlights how different and student friendly the process of applying for PhD abroad is. Listen in.
When you compare it with the foreign universities, the PhD in foreign universities is more of a recruitment kind of a thing for a department. They really look at your portfolio, they interact, they talk to you, and they ensure that whatever they are looking for, those desirable things are in the students. And also students have the liberty to really see, interact, and can see for themselves that they are being offered exactly उनका field of interest नहीं change हो रहा है, क्योंकि research में ये चीज़ नहीं होनी चाहिए. Can't be like I am interested in one thing but I am doing PhD in a completely different field.
We leave you with that. Stay tuned to edX Live. Do like, share and subscribe. Stay safe and mask up.